Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Jaws of Hakon. Fun times. Uh-huh. It's dead. We're dead. We got this. Lots of spiders around here. It's always got to be spiders. It's just how we do in Dragon Age. Spiders. Okay, what do we got? What's over here, guys? Is this that Tusket that tried to run away from me? Yeah, it sure is. Oh well. Sorry, Mr. Tusket. That's just how we roll here. Okay. Okay. And now we got more of these guys. That's cool. That's cool. You know. Ay, ay, ay. Had a pain in my butt. Okay, are we good? Did we kill everything within about a 5-mile radius now? I'm really hoping so, cause no, I don't want to do that. All right. What? Hey, you know what? Have fun, guys. There we go.
Do me a favor, Dorian. Give me some warning if you're gonna bust out in demons or something.
How do you picture me busting out? I'm walking along and oops, demon. I mean, it could happen despite my training. You could also trip and impale your eye on an arrow.
So you're gonna warn me or not?
Certainly. But only because you're so dear to me.
Suppose I could check this part out, huh? Since I'm killing a bunch of Jaws of Hakon as it is. I don't want to... There's so many spiders here. They just keep spawning, and I don't want to... I don't want to sit around killing spiders that keep respawning all the time. I just want to kill some more Jaws of Hakon. I probably should have gone up that hill, huh? Too late. Oh, there's some silverite. That's cool. Whatever. You know what? You jerk. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's,
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Indeed, we should. Alright. Cool beans. More loot. I like loot. Loot is good. Alright. You.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir.
Uh-huh.
We've beaten back those Haconite bastards. My men and I will hold here.
Okay.
The Hakonites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
Okay.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hakonites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a
Yeah, those
presence.
spiders just keep showing up.
That's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold. Or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hakonites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all.
Yeah, I've
Lieutenant.
noticed that, so...
Sir?
I have definitely noticed that they like to attack people a lot. Let's see, where are these other places to check out? Well, I guess they are close up to this next... There's a camp up there too, so... Maybe. I know Cassandra leveled up. Okay, let's get Cassandra her whatever. Your party does more damage to taunted targets. Yeah, sure. Looks like a good passive. Western Riverbank. An ocularum. Hey, I remember these. It's been a while. Not sure how to get up there, though. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Well, let's see here. I see some guys over here that look like they might be bad. Wow.
These Hackonites seem little more than thugs.
Even in the middle of nowhere, we find fanatics. Lucky us.
Right? It's exciting. I think we're just popular. Oh man, and now Sarah and Dorian have both leveled up too. Amazing. Okay, sure. I don't really know. Like, honestly, I think Sarah's specialization is kind of, it's one of those things that really just works best if you're directly controlling the character. It doesn't, like, the AI, I don't think uses it all that well. Or, you know, like, it's just a little too strategic for the AI to ever really use it very well, in my experience of basically never actually playing as a rogue and only playing, you know, being familiar with the other specializations as you know, the companion characters use them, and not for myself necessarily, since I pretty much only ever play mages. It's a really pretty area. Like, I really love the design of this place. It's very nice. It does remind me a little bit of the Arbor Wilds, but of course it's a much more open area, which is fun. So you can really sink your teeth into this area and explore it a lot. Oh Jesus. Well, we're just gonna do this. Pain in my butt. So in the grand tradition of Dragon Age DLCs, there are definitely some fights in these DLCs that are significantly more difficult sometimes than what you might expect to see in the base game. I don't know that was one of them necessarily, but we'll definitely find some that are pretty tough in this one. And the Descent in particular is like you know, kind of designed specifically as a kind of a Dragon Age version of a dungeon crawl, and I'm not doing too well with this stuff here, am I? Yeah, the Descent in particular is like kind of designed like to be a sort of dungeon crawly kind of thing. So there are, especially in the Descent, some fights that are, you know, particularly tough. But some of the fights in this DLC are also particularly tough. And I mean, I think the general reasoning behind some of that is that, like, the DLC is, at least theoretically, optional, an optional add-on to the game, and thus not necessary. And in some ways, the Descent does feel sort of like the Dragon Age Inquisition version of the Golems of Amgarak DLC, which was for Dragon Age Origins, and it had a similar sort of feel to it, and it was even like explicitly advertised as being, you know, a challenge, like, or, you know, specifically intended to be a challenge for skilled players, for people who want a challenge. This guy needs to go. This guy needs to go.
We've done what we can here. Inquisition presence should help keep the area safe. Safer than it was, at least.
I agree. Let's head back this way, I guess. I guess I was pretty close to a camp there, but whatever. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Inquisitor.
Hi, well, I'm invisible,
The
but,
Hacknights
you know,
were pushed
whatever.
back from the
It's
river.
fine. It's fine.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
Thank you.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
I guess there's a Fade Rift just over there. I could do without more spiders, though. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, we good? Can I do something, anything else? Literally anything else. But trying to kill more spiders. Like, come on, guys. Just a pack of shades here. I don't know, what do you call such a big group of shades? Is it a murder of shades? Is it a flock or a pack? I wouldn't know what the technical terminology would be for so many shades in one place. Alright, let's at least... Alright. The rifts in this area do drop a lot of really nice stuff, I gotta say.
My lady.
What do I keep telling you guys about these stupid spiders? Hackenite spy, huh? Well, I don't like you either, so... Guys are being mean jerks to my men. It's not cool. It's not cool, guys. Don't do it. I don't appreciate, you know, you being all murderous and stuff. It's not cool. The lighting is really nice here. Like, look at that. I love the shafts of sunlight through the tree there. That's pretty that's pretty good. Once again, I'll figure that Astrarium out at some point. I don't know if I'll do them on screen or not anyway. We'll see. We shall see. Oh yes, I remember this. This is one of the fun things about this DLC too, is that some of the camps are not on the ground. This is one of the funnest camps in the game, in my opinion. Ameridan and the Mage. Ooh. Soft, fade-touched light in dreamlit tones falls dark. Each form a memory recalled through parted lips that try to speak fall silent. Before light marks the dawn, from sleeping fingers she slips into the day, where averted eyes bend to any but the other. Oath sworn to lion's call, yet here the two are broken, as waxing sickle stands witness to the end of love's denial and secrets born. From parted lips the words at last are spoken. From Ameridan and the Mage, author unknown. This overly romantic portrait of illicit meetings between a mage and her lover was written sometime in the Divine Age. Though likely penned after Ameridan's disappearance, the work was said to be inspired by tales and rumors of the former Inquisitor's Lady Mage. By the Second Age, Chantry scholars had largely concluded that the piece did not refer to Ameridan at all, but to another man altogether. These scholars claimed the poem's title was a later addition, meant to discredit the last Inquisitor's reputation. The poem was later deemed problematic and relegated to a list of banned works. Interesting. So yeah, here's our... This is a cozy little spot. Messages left at the outpost. This looks like a bundle of notes used by Inquisition soldiers to leave messages for each other. The most recent entries date from a few days before the Inquisition arrived in the valley. Is the lead scout back? I wanted her thoughts on which pass we should use to send for supplies. Quartermaster Pendleton. You'll have to wait. We're sending for some scholar from Orlais. Harding is leading his party here so they can get settled and working before the Inquisitor arrives. Scout Charvis. Any word yet? Scout Selvar. She's in the main camp. Scout Harding's watching over her new charge, Professor Kenrick. Talky, but he seems a nice sort. Apparently had an adventure getting to the basin, though. Scout Charvis. Don't tease, Charvis. What happened? Apparently, Harding had to save the professor and his assistant from a small spot of trouble with some bandits, and from being chased down by a hungry wyvern, and from falling off a ledge while reading a book. You made that last one up. Spoke with Harding. I take it back. That is something that I would probably do. I am that person that, does a lot of walking around while, like, I will literally be walking down the street with a book in my hands, reading a book as I walk, because that's just who I am, guys. You know, I'm living my best life here. Sometimes you read a book while you're walking down the street, you know? Arboreal Fort. A report from Agent Charter, received by the Inquisition's advisors and carrying their notes to each other on the matter. Sheer cliffs and steep drops present obstacles to speedy travel within the basin. As a temporary measure, rope ladders are being constructed and placed at strategic points chosen by Scout Harding. Continued presence in this area will require a permanent solution. Please advise. Charts and topographical information provided for your perusal. Charter. A series of comments follow. Flatten the area? Cullen. Of course, the commander suggests hitting the hills until they forget their hills. We could look into getting the soldiers to cut steps into the cliffs or construct structures with some form of verticality, scaffolding perhaps. I was joking. Meanwhile, have you threatened to cut anyone's tongue today? Cut out anyone's tongue today? Thinking about it right now. I really like the fact that, like, Cullen and Liliana are, like, are trash talking each other back and forth, and Josephine is just blithely ignoring both of them and offering real suggestions. The roofer, Barinol, was talking to the foreman about drawing up plans for additions to Skyhold, covered platforms connected with spiral staircases and suspended catwalks. We could apply this idea to the Frostback Basin. I was there. Wasn't Barinol drunk? He didn't draw up the plans while drunk, I'm sure. We could have an engineer or Dagna look over them to see if they're structurally sound. An engineer, yes. Dagna, no. We don't need our outposts to be half in, half out of the Fade, or be able to sing the Chant of Light, or whatever it is she's working on right now. Oh, gosh. Let's see, where are we at? There's that. I suppose... Let's try this and go back to our original camp and sort of go off in that direction. And we'll see what happens. This is definitely a very pretty place. Oh, look, there's an ocularum. I suppose. There's one. Two. There we go. That's 4. Here's a fella. Havar Pierre de Mortisan.
Inquisitor. Baron Havar Pierre de Mortisan.
Uh-huh.
I've come to consult with your soldiers on matters pertaining to natural threat.
Could you get rid of the spiders?
These woods are fierce. I fear they've already claimed the life of my dear, devoted scribe.
Why are you here?
What are you doing out here?
Once I was content to remain in the safety of my estate. Then, with the passing of my uncle, I was obliged to join an expedition to the stranger parts of Thedas. How little of our natural world is understood. What terrors creep across the soil while we lie ignorant and ill-prepared. If you knew what I do of the common fennec, you would not sleep.
The
That day
fennec?
onward, I have
Okay.
studied the wilds and the beasts therein.
Do you have a suggestion?
Are my soldiers running into problems?
They face delays establishing camps due to pests of various nature. I offered to consider the matter. There is an herb mixture. Correctly placed, it could ward beasts away from their supplies. I would not presume to further involve myself in your organization's military affairs. Perhaps I might entrust these to you.
Sure.
I should go.
Inquisitor.
Okay. I can probably do that. But first, I'm gonna head in this direction.
Ooh, scary herbs. And it's working. Well, great.
It is great. Well, keep that in mind. Looks like we got some, like, gurgits and stuff over here. That's good. I do like my gurgits. And yeah, there's a giant wandering around over there as well, so that's cool. Like, what in the hell is even this supposed to be? Who knows? Who knows? It's just here. I'm sure it meant something to somebody at one point. Maybe it still does. The Avar might, you know, like it more or something. There's definitely some more rifts and stuff to do, but I'm a woman with a purpose right now. Like, I swear I will come back, I will kill all of the things and destroy all of the Fade Rifts and everything. I just first would like to talk to these friendly Avar, if possible. I feel like I want to try my luck.
What is this? Are the fishes of Stone Bear Hole too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the jaws of Hakon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your tongue, Bogwalker. Stone Bear Hold may not always shelter you, and you will need shelter when the cold winds come.
Yet I feel only hot air.
When the jaws of Hakon rule, you will wish you had been generous. If your weak lady has not already picked your foolish bones clean.
Uh-huh.
The Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakon! Death
Interesting.
To the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakon!
Well, that's, you know. Yeah. So that was something. So, hi.
You were the Lowlander they call Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I'm Arvid Rolfson.
Hello.
Well thought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel. you and I.
Okay.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hacken arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
Okay. Can I borrow a boat? I gotta get out to that island over
I
there.
find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Warn the spirits right back. We're Inquisition.
Yeah, it's important that I go
I
there.
don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood.
I won't
That is
die.
trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hold and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's Rocky Heart, if you wish.
Okay, that's fair. You need your boss's permission before you let me go anywhere with your stuff. That's fine. I hear ya. I too often have to ask my boss, you know, before I do stuff. I believe there's something up here, yeah, that I can loot. And I do like looting things, so we're gonna do that. Awesome. Okay, well, that seems like probably as good a place as any to end the episode. I think in the next episode we'll probably go to Stone Bear Hold and talk to Svara's Sunhair. That sounds like a good idea. To introduce ourselves to the local friendlies. We don't want to get them mad, so it's probably best to make nice. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later.